Hey guys, Buffaque 32 here. Hope you're doing well today. Thought we'd talk a little in this video about quality and what quality means and what's the point of investing in quality items. The two items you see laying before you here are defined by me as well as many others as quality items. Okay, the item on the left here is my Smith & Wesson Model 442 38 Special Airweight, and then on the right here we have the Benchmade Griptilian, Mini Griptilian. The more I have gotten into firearms and knives over the last few years, the more I've realized that you really do get what you pay for. Now, I'm not saying that I only buy firearms made by Smith & Wesson. That's obviously not the case. And I'm not saying I only buy knives that are Benchmade or Spyderco or ZT or whatever some of your more higher end brands are. That's not the case. I buy a lot of different brands of both firearms and knives. But what I'm saying is I've started to notice in the firearm and knife arena, if you want to call it that, that you really get what you pay for in this area, okay? Quality to me doesn't just suggest the way something is made or its structure or its engineering. It also has to do with the price tag that goes behind it. If I say something is a quality item, yes, it's going to stand up to basically any test, but it's also going to come with a price tag that is worth it. I think there are some items out there that are not quality items because their price tag surpasses their quality. Yes, something may look great or may be really popular all of a sudden. It's kind of a fad or it's kind of trending right now. But if it has a price tag that is twice what it really should be just because of its popularity, to me that's not really a quality item. And I guess this is a pretty controversial topic, or you could kind of argue this topic from a lot of different angles. But basically, I drug these two things out today because I find myself quite often carrying both of these, and it is because I feel that they are truly quality items. Okay, I feel confident that if I ever had to use them, they'd work in whatever role I needed them for. Thankfully, haven't needed to really use the Smith & Wesson, and of course, hopefully I never do. But the Mini Griptilian is something that I've used numerous times, and it really, in my opinion, it can't be beat. The Benchmade Axis lock is just fantastic. I don't really have another term for it. It's really superior. Good solid lockup, tried and true. If you don't have a Benchmade and you're into knives, I highly suggest save up the money, and as soon as you get the chance, go check out some Benchmade knives. They are quality, top quality. This one is the, like I said, it's the Mini Griptilian, so it's the 154 cm blade steel. Blade length overalls just under 3 inches. It's like 2.91, I believe. 2.91, 2.92. Blade thickness, it's minuscule. Handle thickness, also. This is what really attracted me to this knife initially, was how thin that handle is. You'll notice I take the pocket clips off of most of my knives. I've always kind of preferred to let the knife just fall down inside the pocket. Also, with where I work, it's not a place that I'm really looking to advertise that I'm always carrying a knife on me. So I often just kind of let it go down in the pocket, and it just pretty much stays there. The weight on this is just incredible. 2.81 ounces. That's nothing. Okay, that's really, really light. This knife's bigger brother, the Griptilian, the regular Griptilian, is pretty much twice the size of the Mini Grip, and even still, it's not much heavier. These are really, really lightweight comfortable knives. They work really well. They're durable. Really comfortable scales on this one. Really love these scales. So the other item I have out here is the Smith & Wesson 442. Yeah, it's empty. This is a handgun that I've only had for a few months now. I actually traded for it. I had previously had a Taurus. What model? It was a 38 special. I don't remember the model. Maybe 80. I think it was an 85. Taurus 85, I believe. And I also had a Ruger LCR in 22 LR. And I traded both of those revolvers for this brand new Smith & Wesson, which I was very pleased with. This is also a top quality item, in my opinion. For the weight alone of this firearm, which is like, it's less than 15 ounces. I know that. It's like 14 some ounces. Folks, for a 38 special 5-shot, 14 ounces is not a lot. That's great. Of course, I'm talking for carry. What weight you do give up for comfort of carry, you're gonna sacrifice and feel a little bit more in the hand, of course. And this thing is pretty snappy. But just really easy and comfortable to carry. This is something I feel absolutely confident carrying. I know we live in a time where a lot of people want to cram as much stuff in their pockets and in their waistband as they can before they leave the house, and that's fine. Nothing against those folks. Who knows? One of those days, one of those folks may save my butt. I don't know. Hopefully not. But personally, I feel like the odds of me needing a firearm are outweighed by how much weight I want to carry or how much weight I don't want to carry. I don't know if that makes sense. What I mean is, I would rather carry a smaller, lighter firearm because I feel like the odds of me actually needing it are very slim. Now, that being said, I'm still going to carry a firearm, but I will choose almost 100% of the time to carry something smaller and lighter, like this Smith & Wesson Airweight, versus carrying, say, my Springfield 1911, with all 6 magazines I have loaded with hollow points. But that's just me. A quality item from Smith & Wesson. This is the first Smith I've ever owned. Like I said, I had the Taurus before this one, and it was okay. That's about all I can say for it. It was okay. Had a lot of issues with it. Ended up having to send it back to the factory one time. A piece broke. I believe it was the transfer bar that broke in it, and so yeah, I never really carried it that much just because I didn't feel too confident in it. I thought the whole point of a wheel gun was, well, it's like the old guys say, oh, well, if you pull the trigger and it doesn't shoot, just pull it again. Well, with that Taurus, I didn't really even feel confident, even knowing that was true. So I'm very pleased with my new Smith & Wesson here. Anyway, just kind of an out of nowhere video on these items, but you really do get what you pay for. If you try and go cheap on something, which I like I said, I've done on many things, if you do kind of go cheap on something, make sure it's something that if and when it does fail, you are not going to be so mad at yourself or so mad at the product. Having realistic expectations is always important, especially when talking about something like firearms and knives, okay? So anyway, just my thoughts on a couple of quality items here. Any questions about either of these, just send me a message. I'd be happy to tell you my impressions further. At any rate, hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope you're enjoying the summertime. I'm looking to make another couple of videos here in the next couple days. Sorry, I've been out of town for work for about a week. I'm now back home and trying to get out a couple more videos, so hopefully I will have those for you guys soon. Thanks, guys. See you next time.